Hey, it's Dee and Dory with a special Fabricista Make Day.
Yes, it's our Fabricista edition, and welcome to our channel. I need to get my jacket just so, there we go. They were looking
I have to say, I love our makes this time.
Ah, thank you.
I do. I love both of them from Fabricista.
Yeah.
Makes. They turn out really well. Mine's out of a linen fabric.
Is it?
I've never made anything out of linen before.
Is it a linen blend or just a straight linen?
It is
100%.
linen. Yeah.
Yeah,
linen.
it's really nice.
Yeah.
It's really a nice linen.
It is a beautiful linen. It's so easy to work with.
Oh yeah, yeah. And did it fray a lot?
No.
No. No. Huh. Oh, this is Dee and Dory. I'm Dee.
I'm Dory. We're already talking about what we made.
Yeah, so welcome back to our channel. This is the first time, hopefully.
Oh, we have to do an inspirational saying.
Yes, we always start with an inspirational saying. We're like right into our makes this time.
We're just excited.
Yes, yes.
Okay, so this is from Thomas Jefferson.
Oh, I know who he was.
Anybody who lives in the USA should know who Thomas Jefferson was.
They should.
He's on a bill, isn't he? On one of our monies. He was born in 1743.
Wow. Okay, 1743. That was a long time ago.
And died in 1826.
Okay.
At the
A
age of
different
83.
different era of time.
Yeah.
83. He lived a long time.
Yes, he did. And he had 12 children.
Wow.
6 by one woman and 6 by another.
Oh, I did not know he was married twice or not.
Yes.
Okay. Maybe at one time I knew that. We went through history, but
so he was an American statesman, a diplomat, a lawyer, architect, philosopher, and the third president of the USA.
The third. Okay.
Cool, huh?
Yeah, very cool.
Okay. And he said, I find that the harder I work, the more luck I seem to have.
Oh, I like that.
Really? I take issue with it.
Oh, excuse me.
It's not luck.
Oh,
when you work hard,
yeah,
you get rewarded for that.
Well, that's what I was thinking in my mind. It's because of his
probably
hard work.
That's probably what he meant.
That is the results. Things seem to go better for him because he was working hard.
Yeah, it's not luck. And then maybe that's what he's trying to say, really.
Maybe so.
Because the harder I work, the more luck I seem to have.
Yeah.
So he's only saying it's not luck. It's because you put the work into it.
Yeah, right.
And you can see that in our makes this week.
Oh, the same thing. Oh, that's true. And I was just thinking with a home, the harder you work at keeping your home nice, the nicer your home is.
Funny how that works.
Yeah. If you don't pick up the garbage, it accumulates and it gets all stinky, and then you got bugs, and then you got other critters, and anyway, it works for everything. And the same thing with sewing. The harder you work, like you said.
Yeah. I really worked very hard on making sure my bias tape laid right and smooth. I have no puckers.
You don't. It looks nice. How did you manage that?
I just took my time, and the fabric helped. Yeah. It's such a good fabric to work with.
Oh, it's wonderful.
So
yeah,
because you haven't noticed, I'm going to start with mine.
Go ahead. No problem.
Yes. So first I'm going to continue about this fabric. As we mentioned, it's 100% linen. It's funny because on this description it says sketchy tropical foliage. I thought it said stretchy.
I did when I first looked at it. I did the same thing.
Not sketchy. But it was 58 inches wide. And I only got 2 yards of this. And I was able to make with the NewLook 6566 is here. So that's the first thing that I made. It only took 1 3/4 yards. I made it in a size 14.
Oh, that's nice.
I did read the reviews. Last week I talked about I didn't read the reviews beforehand. This time I did, and they said it runs large.
Oh, and it fits you nice.
So I paid attention, and yeah, it fits me really nice.
I need to start reading reviews.
Yeah. And I did the measurements, and it's right because it says the finished bust measurement for a size 14 is a 42. So if I had made it in an 18, it would have been hanging all over.
Yeah, it would have been not right.
So and then I also made the pants you see to go with it. So I made this entire outfit.
Nice. Let me see.
Yes. View C is made out of a 100% cotton ripstop jacketing.
You made that out of a jackety? Oh, I can feel it. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's got a lot. It's a lot more substantial.
Yes, yes. And that was 58-inch wide. Also saw I needed 2.5 yards of that. So,
Did you need to iron it, or did it launder up just fine?
I did iron it a little bit.
Do you think you'll need to iron it every time you launder it?
Maybe.
Yeah, it's
Maybe.
okay. That's
Yeah.
all right.
And yeah, and I didn't launder the linen because that's dry clean only.
Oh,
So I do have home dry cleaning that I use.
yeah.
So that's no problem. Yeah. So I wanted to talk a little bit about this tunic. Is that what they call it? A tunic? Or
I'm not sure what they call it.
they don't call it anything. It's up to me. So I wanted to show something interesting about this tunic because it has in the pattern directions that you would add link to. Oh, these are the pants. No, it's not the pants that it is. I need the tunic. Not the pants. It must be another piece in here. Okay. Oh dear.
Front yoke? Is that, you don't have a yoke on this?
No,
Oh,
that's
this
on my
is
pants.
Okay, the
Yeah.
slacks.
Okay, so this is it. Sorry about that. So in the pattern, it shows in the pattern piece that you add right here another piece to make it longer.
Oh, I've had pieces. Yeah, I've had pattern pieces that way.
Well, I measured on me, and I'm like, if I add that other piece,
You're gonna just cut it off?
it's gonna be way too long.
Yeah. Okay.
But I didn't want it as short as what it ends here,
Right.
so I just left it to the bottom of the.
Yeah,
And-
if that
and
worked
did
for
it
you.
that way, and I did it both the front and back because I measured to make sure that they were equally, and yes, they were equally on that, so that worked.
Great.
So I liked that I was able to do that. Just a hint, measure to see how it's going.
Yeah, the leg length, you end up wasting a lot of material if you
Yeah.
don't.
And she
measure
does
that.
wear it longer than mine is, but I didn't really want mine that long, so mine's just a hair shorter.
Mhm.
That's okay. It's still very cute, I think. This also has a bust dart, and I did mess up on the bust dart, so I don't think you can even see that it has a bust dart, but it's like right here. It should be way down here. And that's my fault because I should have done a bust adjustment, and I took the dart to my dress form, but
Dress form's not accurate?
no, I just didn't. You're supposed to actually make the dart in the pattern.
And then put it on.
And I didn't do that. I don't know what.
Okay.
I wasn't thinking,
Yeah.
and so it was.
You were
totally-
probably in a hurry.
I was. Yeah.
You were rushing.
I had 2 days to make this. Yeah. So anyway, so that's not in the right place, but I still like the way it fits and the way it looks
Yes.
on me. Yeah. The pants are very easy. It has this yoke. So this pant is just like the one that I did. I'm going to show you the pants pattern. If I can find it. I had it here. Oh, it's on my lap.
I wondered why you brought that extra pattern.
See this? It's the same pant pattern.
Oh, cool.
I made this for our wardrobe challenge.
Oh,
So I just wanted to say, it's the same pant pattern. It was very easy. I mean, I sewed these pants up in like no time
yeah.
because
right.
I had not so long ago made them.
Yeah.
The difference is this does call for drawstring, just like this one does. I did put a drawstring in this one. I did not put it in this because I didn't want the bulge.
Sure.
I'm like, this is a long flowing.
Yeah, it'll bump out.
I don't want it to bump out, so I didn't put the drawstring.
And so the drawstring was just pretty much decorative in the pants.
Yeah, now
Because there is elastic in the waist?
there is elastic in the waist. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So anyway, just thought I would say that. I absolutely love it. I made it for a special event that I'm going to, and I'm gonna wear it.
Yeah, very nice. It's very pretty. Yes.
So, would you like to see the reveal?
I would. Yes.
All right,
let's
let's
see it.
see it.
There you go. It's beautiful. I think it's really pretty.
Thank you. Yeah.
Very,
Right
very
now,
nice.
the thing white on white is very in.
I did not realize that.
I just saw it this morning.
I know it's summer.
After I'd made it.
Oh, where did you see it on news or something?
Yeah, it was on. It came across my computer. Oh, the latest thing, white on white.
Oh,
I'm like, oh,
you'll have to tell me why you got that information. How, what brought that to you? All I get is like, oh, somebody ran over the garbage can in the neighborhood or something. That's that's all I'm getting. Or, yeah, crazy stuff like that. Okay.
okay, all right.
All right. So, my turn?
Uh-huh.
All right. First of all, I will give a disclaimer. I ordered my fabric, and you're supposed to, give a rundown of the type of the fabric you're ordered. But I didn't copy it. I didn't do any of that. I ordered it just by the numbers, and
You don't have any of the description?
I have none of the description at all. When I went back to look, because they moved so fast, it was like probably a week later. I've had a lot of things going on too. It's summertime. There's lots of stuff.
Yeah.
And I was basically gone for a week. I'd come home and sleep at night, but I was gone during the day, the whole day. I mean, I was up at 5:30. Is that right? Yeah, 5:30. I was up at 5:30. I'd come home about 6 o'clock, eat a little bit, go to bed. So that took up a lot of my time, which is wonderful. But so I went back and I looked, and I'm like, of course, none of these fabrics that I ordered from Fabric Mart were there, but they're wonderful fabrics.
Whatever they are, they're wonderful.
They're wonderful fabrics. Well, I do know, like the white jacket that I made is a waffle double knit.
Okay.
I do know that.
Yeah.
So, and you can see
yeah.
and it was their typical, 60 or 58, to 64 inches, whatever
Nice.
they have.
Yeah.
Their fabric always tends to be a little bit whiter, I think, than what you get in a retail store.
Yeah.
Really nice fabric,
Very nice.
laundered up well, easy to work with. And this is a little substantial, the weight. It's not real thin. It's good. I think it's a nice jacket type material.
Mm-hmm.
And then,
And thus you made a jacket.
and thus I made a jacket out of it. And then my top that I made, I will let you know, I wrote down the numbers of several different fabrics I wanted. And this was not the fabric that I intended to make, because it actually is more like a cream underneath there, or
and you wanted it to
bone.
be like a bright
And
white.
I wanted a bright white to match the jacket. So
But
it
they
was,
do look okay together.
it's not bad together. And I do like the print.
I love the print.
The print is nice, but it's not, I just, we're now ordering with the number of the fabric. And so I must have, in my not being intentional or paying attention, however you wish to see that, put down the wrong number. But it was
Is
among,
this also on it?
this is also a stretch.
Stretch.
It's got a little bit of Lycra in it, I'm sure.
Oh, it's so cute.
It doesn't have a lot of stretch in it.
No,
You can
no,
see
just
there's
a
not
little.
just a little bit of that Lycra. And I found I like with just a little bit of Lycra, just a little bit of stretch, because then I can use a woven fabric, and this works just fine, or woven pattern, and it works just fine.
Yeah.
So anyway, I like it. It turned out nice, and I made something that was a little unique for me, had a little more pizzazz to it for the top. So anyway, here we go.
Modern.
Yeah, a little. Maybe
That went over like a lead balloon.
So the jacket is a simplicity.
Not so modern.
Simplicity, easy to sew, 1073. Okay, and then I made the shorter version. I did not make the longer. I intended to make the longer version. Did not end up doing that. I made the shorter version. Okay. It has, you'll see here on the yoke, where the bodice of the front goes, there's 2 pleats on each side, and then I have a pleat in the back. Let me pull out the, I don't know if you can see that better on the line drawings. Let me see if I can find it in here. There it is. We know we're going to do this, and every time I just kind of like throw it all back in there without being well prepared.
Well, at least you have it in there. Sometimes you haven't had it in there at all.
Oh, that's true too. And let me see if I can get it. Oh, that's not the right one. That's a different language. This is one's got 3 of the patterns, 3 of them in it. That's not it either. That's more instructions. Instructions were really easy. There's not a lot of detail to this.
Did you show the pattern and what number it was?
I did. Briefly, I'll show it again. Okay, here we go. Woo! Boy, that took a minute. So anyway, this is the line drawings for it. So you can see that up there, there's 2 pleats, and then the back, it shows, and there's a box pleat there in the back. I think that's what that's called. And I made it with the 3/4 sleeves because I wanted a good all-around jacket that I can use like a cardigan or like a sweater is what I was thinking of doing. You do see that it makes up a little large. It looks a little large on me. And I did make a size 12, and I did not make any changes to the sizes or grade. You know, I didn't grade it out to a 14 to make it larger. So it does make up just a little bit big, okay? Just so if you're going to make it, you're aware of that.
Yeah.
And this is actually not made for double mitts. It says to make it for woven.
Well, it has a knitter roll.
Yeah, it does for
oh, probably for A.
For A, yeah, that is for the top. The top is knits. What I made out of this double knit, it does say for chalice crepe, linen, micro suede, satin, medium silky types, lightweight wool types.
Huh.
But being that this was a double knit, what did I do with my sample? And it doesn't have a ton of stretch to it. I'm like, it's substantial enough. I think it'll work. And it did. Yeah. And I'm very happy with it.
Nice.
I wouldn't make it with a super stretchy, silky type of thing. But for my purpose, and those of you that have watched us and know, I had a huge decision trying to decide if I wanted to put the button on it or not. I did end up putting the button on it, and happy I did. But that was a huge decision for me because I don't always put the buttons on my little toppers that I make that way. Mm-hmm. So it was an easy pattern to make. Just be aware that it makes up a little bit big.
Yeah, pay attention to the finishing size.
Yeah.
That gives you a hint there.
It does, because it says in a size 12, which is what I made. Mm-hmm. I come on down to mine, and it says it's a 46 in the bust. And I can see with the jacket that they probably want it that way because then you can layer it with things underneath, and it's not going to be like tight or whatever. Right. It really came together nice. I just had put a regular little white button on it because I didn't want it to stand out.
That way you can wear it with other things.
I can wear it with a lot of things. If you put the
navy button on, you can only wear it with navy.
Right. Things. Well, and I was thinking if I could find a really fancy button on there, I would have done that.
Oh, you should have seen.
But
to me, I have some fancy dancy.
I know, but we live so far away, and then I'd have to be putting the button in the buttonhole on here with your machine. I don't know anything about your machine. And I did have a little bit of a difficulty with the buttonhole because it's a little thicker. It didn't want to move as well. So, and the buttonhole is pretty much nondescript. So it's there. It's a buttonhole. Okay, so that's that. That is the jacket. Here's all the parts. You can have all those parts if you put those back. So the top is a Butterick 59. I love 54.
That's the part I love.
So it was easy to make. And actually, I don't know, is this, it had, this is a self, you just turned it under and stitched it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, which was really simple. I was like the facing, for the neckline there, just turn it under, it said, and sew it. So that's what I did.
So you didn't have to put binding on it?
No.
You didn't have to put facing, you just rolled it up?
Yeah, yep, nice. I just rolled it under and did that. So I do want to let you know, I made this in a medium, 12 to 14, and I made view A, of course, with C's sleeves. That's what I did. Fits really, really nice. I will say, what I did though, I took and folded the bottom of the skirt, the side seam actually, would not fit on my fabric with it double. You're supposed to lay it out. I'm pretty sure you're supposed to lay it out single because it's huge. Let me look. Yes, they have you laying that out single. See, they want on the.
Did you do it single?
I did not. What I did is I took the pattern piece. Actually, I should show you what I did. Because I'm like, I do not want to be fussing with this.
By the way, I'm fussing putting my pattern back together while she's talking.
Yeah.
Just because I don't want it to get confused with her pieces.
So what I did, well, this is not the piece I used. This is for the fold over.
We're doing good today.
We got pattern pieces.
We just
all
got
over the
everything
place.
going on here.
All right, what I did, and I use my French curve a lot. I like to use my French curve. This is it. This is it here. This is the bottom, the bottom of that skirt. You see how big it is of the top. So I took and I just folded this until I could fit it on the material. I folded it in that much. You can see I drew the line there. That was my new fold line that I had. I figured there was so much skirt on there, so much.
Oh, so it's supposed to have even more.
Yeah, it's supposed to have even more. But for me, I thought there's plenty of it there, so I just folded that and used my French curve to make sure that the angle would stay correct on there, and put it on double fabric. Folded it. So I kept the fabric folded and put it on there because I'm like, I'm not going to be opening this up and doing it single.
Yeah, you know,
So
I'd be like,
that's,
nope, got to do it that way.
Yeah.
That's the way it sounds.
And I'm like, how do I make this work for me? That's it. We think a little bit different. Dory is more by, I got to do it this way because that's the way they say to do it. And I'm like, well, how can we do this another way? But it works. It works.
Yeah.
It works together. So anyhow, where am I going with this? I really like it. It's different for me. And in the reveal, you will see I tried to show you different ways that it could be worn. So here's my reveal. You want to see? Yeah. Okay.
Very, very nice. Fabric Mart, you did wonderful with the fabrics.
Yes, thank you so very much. We appreciate it.
So love the fabrics.
Yeah, so love your fabrics. And they have had some good sales. They had free shipping on the 4th of July, you said.
I know. And then they had some knits for $2.99 a yard.
Yeah, they were clearing out.
Shipping.
Yes, yes.
Of course, I had to get some.
And I didn't know about that. I was gone.
She
That
was
was
gone,
my week. I was gone getting some educational information into my brain. So anyway, I love their fabrics. I want to order more. I have a few things that I want to make in the future. I'm glad we're getting a few techniques in our draw box. Of course, we don't draw today because
Nope.
this was our Fabricista.
Fabricista, yeah.
But then I can make some things that I want for my wardrobe. I'm trying to purge and make my wardrobe more concise and more united.
Oh.
So we'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
I'm old enough. I think I should have had this down by now. But I guess those traits when you're younger stay with you through the years if you don't work on. Well, I was busy working. My excuse, I was busy working and then helping to take care of Nate,
Mm-hmm.
and then mom and dad through their times, and you, and we all have family we need to care for. So
That's right. That's
and
right.
if you don't, you can make your own family
That's
with
right.
your close friends and buddies.
Well, you know, I find that the harder I work, the more luck I seem to have.
You and Thomas Jefferson, right?
Yeah, we're like this.
Yeah. Except for he died like 200, 300 years ago. No. How long would that be? 1700s? 17?
No, he died
18,
1826.
Oh, 18.
So
1920s. We're okay. 200, over 200 years. I don't quote any of that with me because my brain does not do math.
Okay.
I'm not a numbers person.
Yeah. Very
So-
nice, though. So we hope you enjoyed this week's episode with the Fabricista
Yes,
makes.
hope you enjoyed it.
And if you have some makes that you'd like to share, please send it to iso2@mei.net. And until next time, we hope you have a great week.
Yes, have a great week. Happy thrifting, and I hope you have some happy sewing. Great sewing. Send in your makes.
And check out FabricMart.com. You know,
Yeah,
every day it changes.
it does.
And some days they have different kinds of shipping. They had several days where it's $4.99 shipping. So I mean,
Oh, and I've watched a fabric too. Sometimes, you'll see a fabric that's not on sale, and then I'll go back the next day or 2 days later. You always take that chance it might not be there though, and it'll be on sale. So
it was interesting. I had made a Fabricista make. I can't remember exactly when it was. It was sometime this year, last year in 2023. That was green fabric and it had birds on it. I
Mhm.
absolutely love the dress I made out of it. And they had been out of it and it was back in.
Oh,
So some of our fabric that you might see on us today may not be there right now, but it may come back in. Who knows?
yeah, who knows? Yeah. So
But anyway, we hope you enjoyed it and we'll see you next time. Don't forget to hit subscribe, like,
forward, thumbs up,
give us a comment,
forward us to your friends or your enemies, depending on what you think about us.
and we send our love to you.
Okay. Bye. Have a great week.